Testing. One, two, three. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to pull up to the comments. This is Carl Kulans, your executive producer
One, two, three.
of the Sports Hit List by the fans and for the fans. Thank you to everyone who's watching this right now. I wanted to address something that's really, really serious. I haven't been on in, I believe, about a month or so. I haven't had the show. I've been going through some personal stuff. I want to thank my brothers for those who know what's going on or who's been, checking in. Thank you for all those people who've been in my support team. They know who they are. My Sports Hit List crew. I love y'all who've been nothing but supportive and understanding. And like I said, I just needed to take a break from the show for a while, and I wasn't going to come back until the fall season. But I needed to address something real quick that I saw that really caught my attention, and it really pissed me off. And I want to make it very point and clear that I'm not upset at Anthony Diaz for sharing what he did, and some people may be upset at him for sharing it, but I actually applaud him for having the balls to actually share it. And there was a meme about Kobe Bryant that was shared, where there was someone in a helicopter on top, and it said, "Do you want to see a cool trick?" And on the bottom was a plane crashing. And I was going back and forth about how I wanted to address this. Was I going to create a segment with the crew? How was I going to pull this up and talk about it? And again, I literally made a split decision today. I was like, you know what? I haven't been on in a month. I've been collecting my thoughts. How am I going to bring this about? And I said, you know what? Fuck it. And we went all back and forth in the comments about it. And I personally did not find it funny. And there's a lot of people who didn't find it funny, who find it offensive. And there are people saying, well, people are in their feelings about it. When it comes to death, no matter who it is, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a person that you may know, there's nothing funny about death or poking fun at death. Since when have we made it for a tragedy to make it socially acceptable for us to sit here and poke fun at it? Whether it's dark or light, I don't want to hear that. Whenever have we ever made it acceptable for us to poke fun at a tragedy? And I made an interesting comment, but nobody seems to want to talk about it. Did we ever laugh at a 9/11 joke? Did we ever laugh at a 9/11 or a hurricane joke or a tsunami joke or someone making a joke about an earthquake? Did we ever make fun or post something about that? So why is it socially acceptable for us to laugh or think it's okay to make a joke about Kobe and a helicopter? That's what I'm trying to have a problem with, and I'm trying to understand, because we don't poke folk and we don't make fun of all those other shits that happen and all these other things that happen in life that have to deal with tragedies. But why is it okay for us now to say, oh, it's just a joke, relax? No. That's not acceptable to me. I'm sorry. And people could have different senses of humor and find that to be, again, acceptable to laugh at. But it's not acceptable for me. And that's why I had the need to come out and say, you know what? It's time I come out of hiding and having to address that. And I don't, again, it's not applaudable for us to sit here and say, oh, well, I thought it was funny and I got a good chuckle out of that. How? I understand that to each its own, and everyone has their own form of sense of humor. But when it comes to death, again, we never poke fun at death. Tragedies that have happened. Is it okay to make a joke about an assassination? Can we sit here and make a JFK joke about him being assassinated? I've never seen anybody do that or poke fun at it. Do we make fun at the Notorious B.I.G. when he got shot? Can we sit here and poke fun at, had somebody say, you want to see a cool trick, and have somebody sit in a car and shoot at the car? Can we sit there and make a joke like that, or no? I've never been able to see someone make a joke out of murder. No? Can we make an Aaliyah joke? Can we? I've never seen anyone make an Aaliyah joke and how she died in a plane crash. Can we sit here and make a joke like that? No. Yes or no? You guys tell me. Can we make a Tupac joke? Can we? Anyone who's died from a tragedy, who's died from murder, who's died from a tragic accident, can we sit here and make a joke about it? No. I've never seen it. So then why is it okay for us, the person who created a meme about Kobe, for us to sit here and make that? And this is where social media gets disgusting. because we sit here on social media and do this kind of shit. This is where social media gets dangerous and it gets disgusting, because we can sit here and the people who can sit here and say they're going to laugh at it. Again, think about all the tragedies that have happened in life. Can we sit here and poke fun at it? It's the same thing about, can you make a COVID joke? And Sean, I said what the joke was. The joke was a meme of Kobe Bryant, and someone says, hey, you want to see a cool trick? We're sitting in a plane in a helicopter, and then on the bottom, the helicopter's crashing, and then they say Kobe. That's what the joke was. So we have to sit here and now I have to sit here and try to explain and break down what's socially acceptable. It's not socially acceptable to poke fun at any tragedy. And I've sat here and listed tragedies, and I kid you not, no one can sit here and tell me that they've read a joke or posted a joke about that. Again, 9/11, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes that have happened in this world, tragic things that have happened. We've had basketball players who have passed away from drug overdoses. Have we been able to do those jokes? Can you do a Len Bias joke? Are those socially acceptable? Are those okay? I have Jay Lex who's coming into here to discuss this with me real quick. And I invited him to come in, and anybody else who wants to come in and have this conversation and talk about it real quick. Jay Lex, are you here, sir? Jay Lex, can you hear me, my brother?
I'm here, man.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How have you been?
I'm good, man. I've been trying to get better. You know, I've been taking a little break, going through some shit, but I wasn't gonna come out of hiding. But you know me, I can't keep quiet for too long. You know, Carl Coulange, I can't keep quiet for too long.
Yes,
so I saw this meme and I said to myself, yo, what are we doing? And I'm sitting here reading it, and I'm reading the comments, and a lot of people were upset about it. But there were other people who weren't upset about it, and they were like, oh, it's just a joke. And I'm sitting here like, when do we poke fun at a tragedy? And I literally just listed, I've never been able to see someone make a 9/11 joke. I wouldn't dare anybody to make a Haiti earthquake joke. I wish someone would. I wish.
Oh, yeah, I know already. Come on, man.
Look, the list of tragedies go on and on and on. No one's been able to make a Notorious B.I.G. joke. I've never seen anybody make a murder joke about him getting murdered. Right? You could take it back to JFK. So why is it okay for us to sit here and people to be okay with the Kobe joke? And I'm still having trouble understanding that.
Here's the thing. I think people are okay with the Kobe joke because suppose, we all have rights and we can do whatever we want to. You have to have a level of class. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Kobe who died in there. For the people who aren't fans of Kobe or whatever the case might be, his daughter was in there. I don't even have children, but I have friends who have children. Could you imagine one of the people in the group's child dying of some random, some unfortunate accident, and one of us out here poking fun, either on the anniversary, on somebody's birthday or something along those lines? That's just crazy. Where's the class? Whatever you might have thought about Kobe Bryant, where's the class? And we're just talking about Kobe Bryant, and I believe his daughter's name was Gigi. There were other people on that plane, on that helicopter, who died. And y'all out here cracking jokes? What if it was one of your family members? I know we don't do ifs in here. What if it was one of your family members?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it for today.
You know what I'm saying? I understand. Like, we all have rights. We can, we crack jokes here and there. But no, we don't crack jokes when people die. All right? You talked about the Haiti thing. 1,000 people died. Just imagine somebody doing a earthquake meme or something along those lines. You'd want to come through the screen and choke them out to death and choke them to death. That's not funny. There's places that you just don't go. You know what I'm saying? Adults should understand this. It's just a joke. I understand that people can crack jokes and all that, but not when somebody passed away, especially in the manner that they did, with holding their daughter as the helicopter goes down. That's not funny. There's nothing funny about that. And I'm the king of jokes. And even I know where the line is. Like, yeah, whoever. Well, we'll just leave it at. I'm just gonna leave it at. It was a poorly tasted. It was a poor joke, and I don't remember who was the person that posted it, who made it, or whatever the case might be. But there's certain lines you just don't cross, in my humble estimation, especially as adults. Like, you should know better. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll keep it like that, man.
Man. Thank you for joining us. I know this was under short notice, but as I said, I really didn't want to come on and to talk about it, but I saw the level of comments. And people try to defend it. And like I said, there are certain things that you stick away from, especially when it comes to a death joke.
Exactly.
That you don't cross those lines, no matter how many times, no matter how old times have passed where you have a tragedy like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no going near it, in my opinion, whatsoever.
I've never
whatsoever.
seen. Maybe I've missed. I've never seen a Biggie or Tupac joke, and they've unfortunately been dead for what, over 20 years now.
Never. I've never. You're
Come
right. I've
on,
never
man.
seen
Like,
a joke. No, we've
I've
never
never
been
seen
able
a
to joke.
meme.
Nope.
This is crazy.
Nope,
But
I've
Kobe,
never seen. Nope, never seen them. But now it's okay for us to yell and to make sure and to make this meme. And whoever made the
stop with the
meme,
clout chasing, B. Stop with the clout. I
no,
don't know
we
who
really do.
made the meme. I don't know who posted it. Stop with the clout chasing. It's not worth it.
And again, I want to make this point and clear is the reason why I'm doing this is for us to understand, because there are people who are defending it. And I wish I was able to have someone come on here and defend and say it's just a joke, right? But we just have to understand the levels to the levels of what's a joke and what's not. And
Exactly.
It's
It's
inappropriate.
crazy. That's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you have your right to crack jokes, but you should understand as an adult that this shit is not funny. It's not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who made the meme. I don't know who posted it. Whatever. There's nothing funny about this.
Right. And I also
You know
want to make it clear, Anthony Diaz, he shared it. Now, there's a people in the group who felt like he shouldn't have shared it. He's bringing attention to it. J Lex, what are your thoughts on that? The meme itself actually being
I
shared?
I didn't realize it was him. I didn't know who the person was. But come on, Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't post stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't even post it like amongst your friends. Look, you can do whatever you want to, but look at the heat you're catching now. Because even if you're not a fan of Kobe Bryant, he's still a fucking human being. He had his daughter with him. Those are human beings who are never going to come back. You know what I'm saying? So just, if you see something like that, just move on, B. I don't want to get at Anthony. I don't want to go crazy about it, but just stay away from shit like that. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Just, it's too much, man. That was just, I saw it. I literally went and saw it. I said, nah, I can't condone this. And I just kept it moving. Like, that's just too much, man. That's too much. Nah.
J Lex, thank you so much, bro. Sorry to interrupt your summer vibes. You look like you vibing.
No. All good, homie.
I'm gonna talk to you soon, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Take care, man.
All right, man. We'll be well.
You too.
All right, Carl Coulange again here for the Sports Hit List by the fans and for the fans. Again, I just wanted to make this video real quick. I didn't want to spend too much time talking about it because I don't want to draw too much energy to it. I wanted to take a couple minutes. I figured I'd go live on the platform to talk about it. And again, as I said before, this is not something that we laugh at. And to those who want to try to explain to me that it's okay to have a joke like this and they thought it was funny, I don't find something like that funny, especially when it's dealing with death and it's dealing with somebody's family. I don't find that funny. And as I said before, society has never made it okay. Society has never made it okay. Even comedians will tell you this. Society has never made it okay for us to sit here and poke fun at death. And you can go back in the trajectory of history of people who've passed away. We've never been able to make a Thurman Munson joke. I'm taking it way back to Thurman Munson, who played for the New York Yankees, who died in a plane crash. No one's ever been able to make a joke like that. We've never been able to poke fun at people who've passed away. We've never been even a Chris Benoit joke. Sometimes we don't even go towards those types of jokes. We stay away from those kind of jokes. Any wrestler who's passed away from a heart attack or a tragedy, we don't make those kind of jokes, right? So in the defense of Anthony Diaz, he was not in favor of the meme. He was just sharing it. Thank you, Eric, for that, right? We never poke fun. And as I said before, for those who are listening, who may not have been listening, we've never been able to poke fun at people who passed away. We've never made a Michael Jackson joke, right? We've never been able to make a Notorious B.I.G. joke, a Tupac joke. We've never been able to make a 9/11 joke, which hits home, which is the 20th anniversary this year. We've never made a hurricane joke of Hurricane Katrina for those who lost their lives and people who lost their homes. We've never been able to make a Haiti joke from the earthquake, right? And even the COVID joke is kind of trending waters. And I kind of see them as between the lines of people who passed away from COVID and tragedy. That's the key word. Tragedy and comedy. And as much as we like to say tragedy and comedy and theater kind of go hand in hand, but they really don't. And that's what we have to understand as a culture and a society. And I'm going to use my platform, the Sports Hit List, to express that. You could agree or disagree with that. And we have to understand that there are levels. This is not on a level. When there's a tragedy and a tragic event that occurs and somebody passes away in a tragic event, there should be no comedy attached to that. We have to understand those levels. Now, could you not, this meme won't make it to national news? I'm sure it won't because it's not on that level of it. But we shouldn't get to that point where we're saying, oh, it's okay for us to laugh at a tragedy or poke fun at a tragedy. We're not. It's not. It's not, and it will never be. And we have to understand those levels and we have to understand those things. So I want people to clearly understand that and understand what I'm trying to say here. As I'm sitting here talking about it, it's not okay for us to poke fun or make fun or laugh at something that happened to Kobe Bryant and his family. Eddie Gonzalez and get pulled off the radio for that. Right. And we've seen that. Thank you. We've seen people Star and Buckwild. Somebody just said Star and Buckwild tried with the Aaliyah and he got his ass whooped. Yeah, he got pulled off the radio for making a joke about the Aaliyah plane crash. We can't, like, no one would ever try to make a joke like that and think that it's okay and it's socially acceptable. So why are we sitting here trying to defend it in the hit list? Because I understand we're not mainstream, but we can't sit here and try to defend that on social media, that it's okay for us to make a joke like that. I'm sorry. It's not acceptable. Thank you all, guys. I'm glad that you're speaking on this. These jokes were, in fact, often made when I was in my teens. Yeah, I don't understand how someone finds humor in that. And I even said it yesterday about karma. For me, it's also about karma. You sitting here laughing at a joke like that, Lord knows what's going to happen, end up happening to how you may fall to your death. Again, it's not funny. I can only hope and pray that none of your kids are killed in a tragedy or in a subject to jokes. Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't laugh at tragedies, and history has shown us that, and we can't start doing that now. And today is Kobe's birthday of all days. And I'm sitting here talking about somebody posting a Kobe joke based off his death. Like, what are we doing today? We're supposed to be celebrating the man's his birthdays today. And we're sitting here talking about somebody creating a meme. And again, you must be really bored. You must be really bored out of your mind to think to yourself, gee, let me create a meme about Kobe's death. Like, really? That's what we're doing right now. Like, there's so many other sports topics and so many other things that we can poke fun at and laugh. But you're bored out of your mind. Again, what Jay Lex said, clickbait. So that's what we want to do, is clickbait. We're that bored that we want to gain attention to our platforms that we're going to create a meme about Kobe Bryant's death. This is what we're doing today. We have to do better as a society. We need to do better. We need to do a whole lot better than sit here and do that. Let's start talking about real topics and real issues that affect our communities and start building up our communities instead of trying to tear them down with senseless shit like this. I'm not here for it. And I'll sit here and tell you right now, I'm not that kind of person. I've never been that kind of person. That's not in my character. And I'm not going to allow or tolerate for somebody to sit here and for people to try to poke fun of it or try to make me accept that it's okay for me to laugh at a joke like that. Sorry. Not happening. Not happening on my platform. Not happening on the Sports Hit List. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. My weekly show will be back soon. I miss you guys. I'm looking forward to football season. I can't wait. I'll be back with the football team every Sunday at 12 o'clock. There's a lot to discuss in sports. I will be back at some point in September. It is Virgo season. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all the fans. So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out Smoke and Mirrors. Declan, I see you in the comments. Your show is doing great. Mondays and Fridays at 1 o'clock with Greg, Steph. The B Show will be back soon as well at some point in September. And also check out the Fan Zone on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock with Eminem. Special birthday shout out to Manny. Manny, I know it's your birthday, starting off Virgo season right. Happy birthday to Manny. Make sure you flood him with nothing but love. Pull up to show Manny some love. Today is his birthday. Today is also Kobe Bryant's birthday. Rest in peace to Kobe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for continue supporting the brand, even though I've been out on my absence. And I'll talk to you guys soon again. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care.